All right, so my people, you know how I do it. It's AMG amount, and then my back honorable office, and then Honorable Safo Nketia, between 102 Komobi concerning the development of Dambai and then Krachi East as a whole. Honorable, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Honorable Pumbo Kodie.
Nyame adom.
eh,
How do you mo?
Nyame Adom,
Yeah.
Honorable.
Yeah.
Honorable, so fast forward, and then the person Krachi East, any Oti region, my main fan is a Dambai, they say, Munkomo.
Okay.
Honorable, first thing, the person discuss here town routes.
Okay.
A couple of days, me videos be concerning town routes, me show, sending you looky. But the people don't know where it stands as to whether um, town rules has been given to a contract and I say ɛho adwuma bɛhyɛ ase anim yi so that is what I want to know about the town rules.
All right. So, Madam was, and like I said, want to really appreciate what Juma media staffs. I think your informations that you keep out there is very educative, and
Thank you, sir.
your selection of issues to report on
Thank you, sir.
something that we really appreciate that we yɛhwɛ abrɛ ne abrɛ bia.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay, back to Krachi East. You and I know, sir, Oti region is one of the underdeveloped when it comes to infrastructure and other stuffs. It's one of the underdeveloped regions among the 16. Krachi East happened to be one, and we happen to be the regional capital. So be a watena ha, you know how Dambai revolved and started and stuff. Into either two, no, being named as a regional capital, no, there are a lot of things SSA comes into the regional capital. Been one boss we are and you know we still even have a challenge with our water.
Yes.
Having a mechanized, let me say, water system, properly treated water system to supply the whole township. One other thing. Then aside that, Yakwain. So all over now, you could see say Yakwain is a big challenge. When we came, we took over 2025 now. Realize baby and can show tie ne ɛho nneɛma no through the assembly's efforts now. We've been able to fill up all those things. Those are the manual patching ne ɛho nneɛma. Then areas that new areas where accessibility issue, we've tried and opened up most of the places. We have other places also through the urban roads, we've been able to even gravel them as it is with the card. So on my table today, there have been some section of road that have been captured for tarring. We've not gotten anything yet. And through the regional minister, we are pushing very hard. So at least the road minister, Honorable Abuja, would consider Krachi East as the regional capital na timi capture our roads going forward because mpuntudwuma a ɛkɔ so nyinaa in Krachi East no ɛyɛ nneɛma foforɔ a ɛbɛboa yɛ ama yɛ municipality na to mpɔn nti yɛnim sɛ everything is one after the other. So far, thank God we are having a bridge. Thank God we are having the military camp. Thank God we are having the regional hospital. We are again having the 24-hour economy market. Within last year, basically, Sabre, almost first half of the year, and as I say, half of the year, we have seen this tremendous development activity going on. I want to believe, say, Yakwano. the next phase of project Ebebano, His Excellency will consider Krachi, but as we speak there, it's not been given to
a contract.
a contract.
Okay. Okay. So that is what I actually want to know, because the conversation around is the amount contracts and a contract and in your if you say the amount contract and now a bridge, no. It means to say the amount different contractor. So
far as a chief executive I'm concerned, and then I make sure we speak to documents and we speak to issues that are on our table. There's nothing actually say on our table actually say the appoint no I'm a contract as a municipal chief executive. So that's the information I want to put out there. Send you bear we make us say aban no e de amana obi ama meye ne ye jeje obi that. There's not been anything like that. Yeah.
So honorable, moving forward now, Ubo regional hospital. So and also 170 people are having discussions and conversation about it for a very long time now. I say your boss say you hospital, you and then now we could try site one any bray, we brace you, san or moye, any idea. Honorable, how assured are we say hospital we in Sabit Miaka?
Yo, madam was the difference is that maybe betray more you will say will be plywood they indicate a regional hospital. Na you say no you know ya nya a stakeholder engagement be actually say omode hospital no eba. But with this DA His Excellency John Dramani Mahama by you realize that the health minister have come around. Waba. And aside that, Obaye and what meet stakeholders. And and yet ahemfone other important stakeholders were around people from other parts of the region were all invited, and they witnessed or they were part of the discussion. Emomo said Nenyatro Oba first time somewhere February and Okoye was signed by Oba second one he came with a contractor. Emma Nananomo with the regional minister hand over a site to the contractor. And to say back on a plywood, the na ye AC na obi atwa mo hwe kakra. Ba we no ye kohani oversight e de ma contractor no. Thank God all the ya can you can attest say there've been an activity ongoing at the site. And we no so be ba obe say contractor no was not just giving the site, he is there grading the land and then putting things together to work around. And we just like this is a real regional hospital. And with this one, you could see say even it was being lobbied between two districts. And it's finally na Krachi is anya na omashe adwumase wo ho a tells you say a hospital is coming to stay and is going to be built and then be operated. And you plywood there.
Okay. Honorable say you plywood there. So honorable concerning that hospital now, quick one. Among for raising concerns, say ebi mo mfuo ɛwɔ asase no so na ya clear mfuo no abrekwa nkrofo no nya we sasem we honorable response to sasem we
nti wonim say the whole of Krachi is any asase bi obi no so definitely asase bi eda ba bia no obi ɛwɔ so anase obi ado afi so ne banche ne ne amadada bi eda so ewo mo project is any American warming up to handing over of sites way back December last year omo baye na nanom koye nyina ye koye kosusu asase so obi biara asase no efa ni area no odo no was aware say na that land has been demarcated for a regional hospital. A 100-acre land was demarcated for a regional hospital. Ntina those within no are aware, but adea ebi ameno be adwene say the day na contractor no eba be shase no, that was the day no mo say omonya aware. Fast forward no, being a listening government, His Excellency Ekan Bribia say is a father for everybody. No, we've met those farmers concerned in the process. I think that was it started last week, and this week that was just yesterday we met them again, and more discuss it. And they are not farmers even up to 15.
Okay.
Within that catchment area that we are even having talks with them to see how possible, how best say obi aduane ana waye senior beya ebetumi a resource nipa ne biem to take off from there. So there's that talks going on. Nobody has been neglected.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So Honorable, thank you very much for this explanations. So moving forward, no, I would like us to talk about our theft. Theft now,
Yeah.
you know. Back then, Honorable, you've been a sportsman. What the year cost sports are. So let me say la pass parkway. I want to eat this one, and then for a while, we have been some percent or more upgrading my, but cover almost 2 and something years in here. Send I see we. Sahani see what's honorable or any knowledge about theft na.
Yeah. Madam was Oba AstroTurf na. Ube sawane me be adwen a other places omawie AstroTurf no a omahane over. Some during His Excellency Nana Akufo-Addo time, those that they were forced to hand over. The Kaiba Kubikra, His Excellency, the former Vice President, went there to do the commissioning. So toye na afe nsuo tie park and also, and you could realize that we have number of them because of the quality of the carpet no I need like 3 months say. So when we came into office no with that background no, we look into it and we say no, baby Adam my park and done very strategic, and it's the field was used as a multi-purpose ground. Virtually everything, and that is the heart of the town. So you can say you corner tra abeye bibi keke na beye park ni bia yehu say it happens no ebe ha adwen. We also again realize AstroTurf na ewo ho no the in 8 bills no there isn't they didn't factor drainage into it. Ɛna nneɛma mako mmienu bi wɔ mu a ɛnyɛ nneɛma true a ɛbɛboa sɛ yɛ complete field na nti yɛne contractor no tena ase ka kyerɛ sɛ no, but baabi a ɛrekɔ yi no ɛsɛ sɛ yɛde nneɛma no ɛtoto yie. Yɛyɛ adeɛ a monyɛ ma no nyɛ adeɛ a ɛbɛ last. It should be something value for money. Ɛnyɛ sɛ yɛayɛ no kɛkɛ. Sɛ nkɔkɔ ɛyɛ ne sɛ yɛyɛ no kɛkɛ deɛ a wɔbɛtumi de biribi bi abɛto hɔ within the space of 3 months 5 months na we are back. And I want him say ade baako ɛwɔ AstroTurf ho sɛ AstroTurf no sɛ a ɛso agrodi no ɛyɛ yɛakyɛn biribiara. You know, it comes with chippings and so that natural floor no you lose it. And if it's not compacted well, say yantoto nneɛma yie na ebi wɔ koraa wontumi nde so agro biam. So we feel say no, yɛmfa nneɛma ntoto yie na we get a quality field once and for all. Nka then time no ɛna abira na ɔmo awɔde nana ɛyɛ bra having the sports background, I would have said, say, at least we should have even gotten some stands. But we know, you look at senior Masino, the fence around the field, the distance, and the whole and even the height of the your friend is saying the fence, was all a challenge to us. So we felt said no, but Ghana sika any use this is the taxpayers' money. Nye bibia bi keke ode bɛkɔ akɔyɛ. So and in contracts no you say nneɛma wei nyinaa bɛkɔ so a it calls for something that they call variation, and that variation we seated here as an assembly doesn't have authority over it, and it's always here it goes through a process. An approving authority have to give the green light because obi na de sika ɛhyɛ mu ɛde aboa nti woyɛ obetumi aga okay ne sika no metumi okay ne amohwehwɛ ka ho no yɛbɛtumi de ama mo na mo ayɛ the quality thing and I say you still stick to the normal projects saa nneɛma baako mmienu yi nyinaa ka ho ɛna ama delay kakra aba projects no ho me ankasa mete ha yi no nya yanka immediately the park na yɛ ready for use. Yeah, so that is it.
So honorable about that, amount for kase contract near GFree old contractor and what the amount new contractor, and then how quick is this going to go?
Yeah, NJ contract in Triobia. NJ is the same old contractor who is still on site. NJ in Triobia, it's not true.
And so the my for Krachi is for sure. Obet me my area say be a duration way. Obet me about start year be was one duration. Obet me.
Well, yeah, catch contractor and say there are some aspect of it. Yeah, can say yes. He's calling. We've added and is calling for the variation, although, but nema bakumi you know so wa and no you bet me atwaso, and he can still be bringing in the materials, the chippings, the carpet, the pools, and those ones, so that the people see say baby air coso, of which that was about 2 weeks ago. We invited the contractor now. We've had that discussion with him. Say,
so that means yeah progress.
Oh yes, yes.
Okay, so honorable, our next issue to discuss is your friend is saying amount for ekika. We don't say amount for so amount for ekika say assembly takes tax and levies from the market each and every market day, and it appears to be say the people are not seeing the only tax in the putting because your money be on one say there was assembly in there. I don't know if there's some education be I was educating amount for and I say and she will be the as to what the assembly uses the tax and the levies they collect from the people.
Okay. So banner or share broken down boreholes, 1 or 2 near fix here. This same tax, the internally generated funds, and only they fix it. Schools are roofing off, and one you use they fix it. Schools, maybe you go to so all those ones are from it. Acquire those are the monies that we use to do. Mpuntunjuma bebree ne nneɛma a ɛwɔ around a wohu. Those are the monies a use. Anuanom a yɛafa bebree a ɔmo edi dwuma ɛma assembly no in one way or the other no. It's the same money we use in paying them. It's the same money and you use to support all government departments are under the assembly. It is about assembly now. It's not about the assembly alone. You are the father of all government machineries around. And I can't vividly tell you, say, we've given this amount to this, but when you go to every department, recently, we are metro the ambulance service car, no, and the windscreen boy is the assembly that fixed it. But this one, nobody will come and tell you, say, this is what assembly does. There are lots, all the departments, they are supporting Honiama comes from the assembly, and it comes from these monies that we generate across the municipality. This is it's a whole world of things that, and the day-to-day running of the assembly and also is this monies that is generated and on the area. Now, what the year compare you could see works of assembly visible everywhere. And yes, time passed and no more can they are fine, but yen pen you so dear. Obi a wase ohu assembly adwuma be ye nwanwa kakra, because even in the market you see your paramount for cleaning the drains, realigning of the markets, say your day machine no level money we are doing quite a lot with our revenue.
Okay, so honorable, with that, no, I think the media has a role to play over here, because from the people's side, no, it looks as if say as in physically the revenue but with you explaining, say other departments also benefit from the levies you take from the markets, no. I think Zabia Assembly has something to do, and then it's doing something that revenue now generated from the markets, no, is being involved, and that means the people should see say
yeah. So when the assembly goes out to take a project, to do a project, wontumi nka sɛ ebia project ya yɛayɛ no, ebia na wokɔ akɔgyina hɔ no waka sɛ okay, yɛayi 2,000 from revenue ɛna yɛde aba abɛhyɛm. There are certain informations that are within. Yeah, so we can tell you, this project was funded by ABR through our internally generated, and not through the common fund, and not even through the get fund. Yeah, that one is made visible. But all other, and now many can, you know, we've contracted someone who is installing street lights. When who someone install street light. These are all staffs that assembly does with its internally generated funds.
Okay. Yeah. Honorable Worker Street Light Assembly, Mami for into. Okay. Yekwano sono. Okay. Alimi Junction kwano so co residency no. Yeah. Drew be from Arena Sports. Co. Yingina as a your street lights no. If you were fault. Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know.
Enuntina yashe ebiase. You realize about a month ago or two, no, we brought in a contractor from the ECG. Our be fix metal posts, no, you know, it was all working, and all of a sudden, so now, through the Minister of Energy, bulbs are no, we are fixing the bulbs on the wooden posts. Even if the metal ones are not working, we can say, and no more the chassis. So all those areas we've listed now will be dealt with. And aside that, we have about 21 of our communities that were recently connected to the national grid. Into all those communities, we've gone there to fix bulbs, the street bulbs, and those things for them. And
okay. So honorable, moving forward to our next way. Okay. Bridge, no. Yeah. It has been one of the very, very popular topic that people are discussing. People are saying it's a reality. Others too are saying it's a before 4 years election bedru ebi nso say bridge no kra no eba ebi gu kru no honorable bridge no we need a brief explanation on how the bridge is going to be constructed and the benefit it's going to bring to the town.
So when you come to the bridge project, don't say, like I said, this is one of the signature projects. Let me borrow Baumia and your Palugu signature project. This is one of the signature projects of His Excellency. I can say be a visible. It will be our doubt. It could, and I always appreciate say people from all over the region comes, media people comes and they come there to see. And idea yebeka say a fiasco bi anase ye de dada no. Yeah, resources and say. Them say his former president Nanado obegyina yenso ehu shebo ɛfa bridge ho wohu sɛ yɛde wheelbarrow kura baakoro mu ha. You didn't see anything like that, but he came and then it was all over sɛ ɔbɛyɛ bridge and ɛho nneɛma ne bibia wheelbarrow kura yɛmfa mu, but His Excellency just said it. He said it, and here is work ongoing. And go obi okra obeka say as the president no obeba no obeka te sword answer, but you see the level of work. Very, very impressive. And now they are almost into the lake. Yeah, they've gone past their camp and look at the machinery. And these are not just who would spend that amount of money, bring all these machines down and say just for showcasing. Why you could do the road up into it's not something for joke. Projects there, a bit to me, I say, yeah, within the 4 year, no, maybe I know one to me, it's projects. Anything can come up. And when him say you're down by issue, and you can just easily determine its boundaries. And then, actually, so it's a whole lot of visibility they are doing out there. And say it's a real project that is good.
And honorable about its effect I benya okru no so
yeah kind of makes me like I say ene semeno begia to the bridge alone is again sending the name of Dambai so high all over, because when you're the social media and it's about the bridge, you see comments, you see views and all that. So we so bonnet. And if you take the bridge, Babia or Mode Afana, it's almost in the heart of town. Because Quine and I'm scientific say Babia ORCC no ewono Nkwanta Junction. Saa bedu amusie hɔ a Mode bridge na ɛfa no. Because you say bridge na nche kwan no mu ɛna asase na ɛwɔ mu no still forms part of Dambai. People are rushing in there to get land. Okay. And it tells you, say, it helps the town to expand. Nti ebua kuro na etre ene hweba bi a mpenifo boa ya de military camp na kosi far end and elko area ho nyina wonya asase. People have rushed to get it. And they tell eastward a kuro treko no, westward so no sana kuro treko. So it's going to be it's rather going to help the town either than say a begu kuro. I don't buy that session.
On the other hand too, there are people are also saying that it will have effect on the market. How is this going to go?
Our market has 8 days. Okay. So I don't see how it's going to affect the market, because a dano dano be Canada. Until year 24-hour economy market, we are rebuilding it into the existing market. Whoever does what wherever, will still come to the market to do its activity. Because yehano predominantly is the yam and then the fish. And the yentumi nkoton your fish no wo ho. Yentumi nkoton your yam. And your fish market na His Excellency Babedon is also still in the market. And we have all this projects in the market which will not take anything away. Where the bridge will not take anything away from the market. The activities will still go on.
Yeah. So I was speaking about the market now. You see, your 24-hour economy.
Yeah.
And now many lady Bikasaye. And in the video, no say, omo pam ye free jano so. Ebi munzo say, baby omo ye buy ye nya baby ana yet no. So 24-hour economy no. Enyama be na mudia tutu akwan mu concerning se mo ba start no.
Yeah, I think so. A lot of stakeholder engagement. And obi any janumo who say we didn't meet the person one-on-one. We've met them in group, we've met them individual, we've met the leadership. Obi BSS, oh yeah. The only delay kakra ba mo ne say yes timber market for no ye yi o mako baby yakopɛ asase we've graded and then okwa timber for ni nyina akɔ fixe omo ayi wo ho a and then ni ochina ye they are moving akɔ then we move omo a ye de baby e de 24-hour neighbor besi no we move them to the old timber market of which they are all aware nti obi ani ho a wonya baby entina. And this morning we were in the market again to meet them, to assure them so be our baby or better. So for Krachi is there, we'd have no problem at all with that.
Okay. So honorable way there, you are having a lot of conversations and then basically questions are in for say ye busana ya kanu and me person me take you final words to the viewers and everybody in Krachi.
Yeah, so ni American say bumpuntu enye nipa baako adwuma. And ankra nso betumi aye ni omo betumi aye de aboa. It is kakra bi a wo within your reach a betumi de aye na ma Krachi is mpuntu dwuma akoso no. Yes, let's do it. Ade baako a mesasre biem ene your sanitation issues. Etimo ebinom eboa pa se ohun se nsuo mu na waboaboa bola na no. Pete ya no mo de ni nyina kogu gata no mo. My yes says cut too much as an assembly. Nti nsuo to wie na ukọ nsuo na no ho a na ya homete. Ya ye barricade ya ye wire mesh e de asise gata no end no se na ebe ya ebe trap out all the enwura no bora na omotugu mo no. Ya ye first one individuals akoyi ni nyina afemo. Last week ya sa kwahye biem. I'm appealing to Obibia say, should it be caught? It shouldn't say you don't party way. Yeah, because as a regional capital, no, as I say, you're training, you're to near my year, send your bay a beboa. Because penny be brain a singer. And this is a router, a fact con off daily, any a home, any a maso, say, yeah, 2 anamona, a binomum wapa, a two sa, yes, sir, near my year. A hard drain. So please, let's all be responsible and help Krachi to grow. Madam Master.
All right. Honorable, your plans be ma na maybe entertainment be for the boys, any youth now.
You know, sir, I know the occasion. As the occasion brings its head, no, men can say, she said niema edema. And Raya shall see and nano be a static Ghana match, your information van, your ecosystem, your neomunina, and you yourself at Tessenra, your buyakete mukopie or parapare. It was so lovely. The next Ghana match on so near bedroom, any youth in idea was that. So I would say a street carnival no bako. Yes, I chef for. So your new youth no a better sana money beam. There are a lot of activities that we've planned. Your new youth no a better one more.
Thank you very much, Honorable.
Sure.
So we are out, and then thank you very much. Have a good day.